Could we see the troll ban? Hey!
We actually have not seen Troll banned out all that much.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
For a hero that can do so much in a game and carry it so well.
He's got him banned 3rd, 4th, both last games, right?
Was it both last games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Led
okay,
me
maybe
down
you're
a
right.
bad
You're
road,
right.
Zyra, you piece of garbage.
It was just a test, and you clearly failed.
Damn you.
It's another year in the county jail.
Another year
Hopefully
in
we
Dream
get to see
Jail.
some IO, right?
Yes.
We all want to see the IO
Hey.
Arcana.
Hey.
This
We
could be
do.
a potential match where we see it.
Although it would
That's
be
a really good point.
pretty depressing if they had Io and not the Arcana. Then we'd all be upset.
Oh, yeah.
They could get
Io's
it, though.
there.
That's a
Io's
free
there,
end
the
ban.
first king.
Yeah,
But
come on.
Clockwork is just
IO.
seems to
See
be
it.
seems to be the
go.
big deal.
Clock is back. So,
Clockwork.
if you're Virtus Pro right now and you see that first pick,
That's
Clockwork,
support clock or
how,
offlane.
how tempted are you to grab the
I don't know.
Shadow Fiend so they can't have the combo? How important is it to try to break that up with a
somewhere, I
denied
think.
pick here?
Oh, no, maybe it's a bit.
Not at all. Shadow Fiend, who cares, right? Not even that
Yeah.
good with Clockwork.
Thing is, though, if you like take this, thing is, if you take the Shadow Fiend, Clockwork is very good
but that's
versus
this one.
Shadow Fiend, as we saw
pick.
it demonstrated
Yeah.
as well. It just you can lock him down really easily, and he's not really squishy. You get BKB very late, and being able to isolate a Shadow Fiend hurts a lot. But it can be an option that you do go for. I like the Rubik pickup though.
Shun.
Well,
He's already changing up their entire like play style.
Total
Oh
change of
my
pace.
God.
Sand King, new hero.
Sand King cometh.
This is a very strong 4 hero, but it also leaves your draft open-ended.
Green
So
and a
open-ended like potential off-laner in the
Oh,
3.
I can support that.
Is that still viable? Off
I mean,
like position 3
We'll
Sand
put
King?
it support for now.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brax? Is Sand King viable as an off-laner?
It is, but it's probably most likely support when it's
Yeah.
picked up so early.
Yeah.
I would say it's kind of situational as an offlaner.
And a Jakiro now for Navi. Also a bit open-ended. Could be core, could be support.
Poor Jakiro?
Where's
Is
Jakira?
that a thing? People have done successfully?
next
Dendy
to
has
Juggernaut.
done it successfully.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we put him in
Against
the wrong
key
place.
heroes, as Fogg
Oh, did
pointed
we?
out, but still a bit open-ended.
Is that the mid Jakira? Could
Maybe.
be.
I want to believe.
We'll
but
put it there for now. We'll be optimistic.
I want to
We'll be optimistic.
All right.
depends
sick.
on the picks. Both teams with pretty open-ended openers here.
Now is when the information comes out. When the flower of knowledge blooms. Shit. That was almost pretty cool.
So what do you guys want to see here? I want to see an IO for sure.
I want to
I
see
want to see
that.
IO. That's what I was thinking,
We're
man.
probably not going to see that because I think it's most
Yeah.
likely Navi have those as their 2 supports as well. So,
Yeah.
Don't you say that, Owen.
We can still dream.
Don't crush it.
Understood.
Don't crush it for us.
Isn't it amazing that Clockwork is just an accepted position 4 roaming support now? I mean, think back a few years ago. It seems crazy.
Who started it? Was it Yapzor with Sin's
that was the
team? Or was
first
it done
time I
before
saw
that?
it.
First
Who
time
was doing
recently.
it?
We've seen it a long, long time ago.
A
We
long,
actually
long
used
time
to run
ago.
it back like ages ago.
Ah, the real doctor. Okay.
I think it was a couple teams ran it though. We saw a Chinese team run it once or twice, like 4 or 5 years ago, and that's where we got it from originally.
Oh, okay.
And we just liked having it versus Tinker. That was kind of like the big thing for it. But
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
that's like dating back centuries ago.
Centuries ago.
Centuries.
Might as
How
well be.
old
May as
are
well
you,
be.
Fogg?
May as well be centuries ago.
So what do we see here? It's a TA ban now out of Virtus Pro.
Interesting. Is TA particularly good against Sand King? I thought the sand messed up her refraction shield real nice.
Well, it kind of does. That's true.
I just want to say something smart once.
Just one time.
Is
just
that so hard?
Sandstone
Well-
is annoying for refraction. But
Thank you.
yeah, there you go. I got you.
Surely that's why. It's,
Wow, that actually, you kind of looked like Waga for a second. At first glance. All right, now you're just creeping me out.
the blank stare. All right, Navi dipping into the reserve time here, thinking about this 3rd ban. This is a tough spot with both teams with these open-ended picks. Tough to lock down bans. Looks like an Ursa going to be 3rd ban now.
So VP banning the TA, maybe they do want to take the Shadow Fiend.
Shadow
For
Fiend
themselves.
Yeah, they could do. Good old Dondo. Yeah.
That could work.
So the point is that if you're on the bottom of the ocean can evaporate eventually. And then,
The ocean's never going to evaporate.
well,
What are you
I
on
mean,
about?
the
Yeah, what-
tectonic plates change,
What?
guys.
Well, that has
Do you
nothing to
realize
do
how
with the
much
ocean
there
evaporating.
is?
You're just saying
wrong with you,
random
man?
geological phenomena, and mountains form, and then the ocean's gone.
Well, I'm just saying that if you want to escape quicker, you do the ocean, not space.
Well, what do you do when the ocean evaporates?
Here you go, Slacks.
But space
Well,
is...
what's the next step?
yeah, exactly. Are you still chained to just
you
the...
escape the ocean.
But then you're just chained to a rock.
Well,
How
why
is that
don't
any
you-
better?
Why don't you just walk out the ocean anyway?
Well, you're chained to the rock on the bottom.
Well, you pick up the rock.
Well, you can't do that if you're underwater, you dummy.
Yeah, it floats.
This was
Is
your
that-
question?
This was the question. This is why I gave him the gun.
Oh.
It was, would you rather be stuck on the bottom of the ocean or float in space if you were immortal?
Brax?
I'll take both of those over being asked these questions. Tell you what.
Well, Owen, this is what jail's like, so you better get used to it.
Yeah.
This is the kind of torture you have to put up
Jail
with.
is just a bunch of
Well, maybe
philosophical
some kind of
questions.
NA jail. I mean, you know.
Troll Warlord.
Troll!
Hey!
Hey!
Wow, we got
Lifestealer.
a lot of these heroes, right, that the people are going to be picking up.
Yeah, and
Look at
the Terrorblade's also been taken out now by VP.
We got the troll. It should be down there somewhere.
That's a
should
Troll
be.
Where
Warlord,
is
good
it?
hero.
I don't see it.
All right. And
Oh,
still,
there it is.
still a little bit open-ended. I mean, we've seen mostly safe lane troll, but
It's ran mid. Yeah.
thrown him mid. Yeah.
Mouse played it mid yesterday. too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Seen it a couple
I don't know.
times.
I don't know if no one really takes it mid. I don't know if I've seen that, but we did see it out of Mouse. That's right.
He
Definitely-
played it mid in the game earlier today.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we saw in what Kiev, even OG ran it mid.
That's true. Yeah, very
Lots
true.
of situations where the hero can go in either role.
It's a flexible hero.
Just strong laner.
All right, Navi, what will it be?
Navi.
Oh, dipping down into reserves already. Less
Yeah,
than a
Virtus
minute.
Pros down to 14 seconds. This is
14 seconds.
very thoughtful about this draft.
Very, what's the word you used to say, Fogged?
Pensive.
Optimistic.
A very optimistic
That doesn't have
time
anything to do with this.
usage here.
All right, there. That's okay. That's
That's
Uh,
Navi.
that's what Dakota would call a swing and a miss there,
Ah,
Slacks.
You guys are all full of jokes today, aren't you? A bunch of funny
You've
boys.
been rubbing off on us. You know?
Real funny lads we got here today. Navi, can we do our pick, please? Just do it. Just do it, Dendy. Come on, Pycat. Come on, Sanakio.
Who actually is drafting for
Let's
Navi
go,
these
Beaver.
days?
Somebody who's taking their sweet time. Any predictions? Warlock? Z-Band?
He is not.
Throw his ass in there. I
Yeah,
don't
Warlock
sure,
could be
whatever.
good.
Could be a warlock.
Yeah, there you
Throw his
go,
ass in there. Let's go, Warlock, you
Yeah.
librarian bastard.
Pycat,
13
okay.
seconds,
Pycat's
boys.
the drafter.
10, 9.
And they're actually using a lot
Hey.
of their time.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a
Ah,
jug.
jug.
Standard jug.
Settle on a
Standard jug.
nice, sustainable, safe laner there.
Is it the Sand King that's got all these questions? I mean, Rubik and Troll, he's in every game. What's with the problem here? Why are they taking so long?
I mean, that's got to be part of it.
It's got to be the same.
The flex pick does, you know, you got to be a little careful, Slacks. You don't want to draft yourself into a corner.
That's right. You got to be careful against sentient sand. Brax, Sand King is made out of sentient sand. Sand that thinks and feels and loves.
I don't believe you.
It's true, sentient sand.
Brax, he is the master of lore. I mean,
Oh
have
my
some
God.
respect.
Omni Knight
Whoa.
with 8 seconds remaining.
You said
Actually
you wanted
wasn't
to see Omni Knight, didn't you?
I did want to
Look
see
at that.
Omni Knight, not in this scenario though.
Why not?
What's
that-
wrong? What's wrong
so
with
is
this?
this
He's
the,
actually perfect.
He's
for this
very
game.
good versus this.
Oh,
Very
right,
good.
right,
Repel
yeah.
is
I guess so.
Repel
amazing.
Troll
Looks like
sounds
it.
horrifying.
Give Troll a
Heal.
free BKB.
Oh,
Woo!
shoot, he's broken.
I think he'll take that.
Here we go. We're almost in. Go down the reserve time. Let's see the random. Come on, baby.
So Repel Troll, Guardian Angel also very good versus Jug.
Yep. Can be great. Oh, here we go. 7, 6,
What?
5, 4. What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh my God.
Oh,
Wow.
Shandy
1
sniper.
second.
The
Oh,
Troll
oh.
Sniper.
Oh
Hey.
my
Oh.
goodness. They have 1 second.
I'm gonna say you don't think there's a chance they switch around because Pycat he's the OG sniper.
He is the Sniper King.
He is the sniper king. I wonder if he says, Dendy, you're playing some, easy carry. You play Jug. I'm going mid on that. He probably doesn't, but Pycat sniper, that's the. I'm trying the Dendy sniper. I don't feel I've seen much Dendy sniper.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a combo that I've seen before.
My God. Think about it. You know, these are
Could
two
it be the safe lane sniper? I'm sure it wouldn't. That sounds.
They have
I sure
heroes
hope
Or
to
maybe, hey, is the safe lane sniper
3,
the counter to the
2.
off lane Omni?
1.
No.
So
No.
there's the
They do
Warlock.
ban
It's the troll
Warlock.
counter.
It's the troll counter.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are down to 1 second each for both teams.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're out of time. No, Navi still has 20. Don't worry. All right, there we go.
Right, what we got?
Come on.
So
That's a
Navi still need
clock
what
ban.
their
Come on.
off lane or secondary support, depending where they
Yeah.
want to put the clock.
Ah,
And
Night
Night
Stalker,
Stalker.
okay.
Night Stalker. Okay.
Saw this hero own earlier today in Starladder.
Well, a little vision. Sniper can sit in the
There
back
he is,
line.
Oh, cool thing too now. Remember, Rubik can now steal Hunter in the Night.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh.
It's,
10.
it's pretty
Okay.
funny looking.
Come on, baby.
And it's a
And it's a
Storm
storm.
Spirit
Hell
headed to
yeah.
the mid lane.
Aye.
So,
Oh, yeah.
That's a nice VP draft right there.
That is hype.
so how do we see these lanes set out? So it's going to be the off lane
Oh,
Omni or off lane Sand King?
It's the Pasture Omni, so it'll be Omni offlane. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sand King
boy.
support. Little
there we
playing
go.
the Sand
Sand
King.
King support. Storm goes mid. All right. Well, a very interesting draft. Moving into our halfway point, Navi VP. They have switched it up, and we're seeing a lot of heroes that we've seen previously ignored. I'm pumped. What are you thinking, Slacks? Who's got this?
Oh, VP. Are you kidding me? And then Omni pick with a Storm and whatever the hell, the Troll.
Yep.
He's up in their face at all time, and he's so good against Clockwork. He just turns it right around on him. So, VP.
All right. Fogged, what do we got?
I really like VP's draft, yeah. Repelled Storm is very good. They also have the Sand King, which I think is also just a really good 4 hero. I like their approach much better in this game than their last series.
Okay. Yeah, not going to be the contrarian. I got to agree with you guys. It's a damn good Omni pick. I'm not sure how this this sniper is going to fare, but we will see. Game number 1, Navi versus Virtus Pro. Still a lot of Dota 2 to come, and it continues here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back for another series here at DreamLeague. I'm Odie Pixel. I'm going to be joined by Brax for this one. We've got the wonderful Virtus Pro once again, but this time up against Navi. We've just seen the 2 lineups, Brax. What are we reckoning? The snipers coming through for Dondo. The response there with the Storm Spirit. What's the plan? What are we going to have going on?
That looks like one tough sniper game.
Okay.
You've got the Repel Storm Spirit, along with the Sand King to jump him too. I don't know about that one. It's going to be tough to see if he can survive.
We'll see how he does as we get ourselves into this one. It is going to be exciting, of course. VP, they've got to have cooled off. They had a bit of a rough ending to the last game of the last series against Secret. They're going to come into this one with a clean head and such. And indeed, so Navi, what we got, it is going to be Sineko playing the support Silencer, roaming around. Silencer, what the heck am I on about? Support Clockwork, it's right in front of me. Clockwork, and General playing the position 3 Night Stalker.
So he's got the Poor Man Shield on the support Clockworks now. So it looks like he really wants to focus in on the laning phase to try to get Night Stalker or something. But Night Stalker has, he only built 1 Tango so far. So he's kind of deciding if he wants to go for the Iron Talon or not.
Tango Naked Midas. Let's go. And the noise is coming out from VP. And we'll see what sort of lane matchups they do get. At the moment, Pasha is down there on the bottom lane. Looking to maybe see if he can get away with stealing this bounty. I mean, I guess with a Repel play and such, you can certainly try for it. Navi actually seeming to maybe make some movements in response to this. They've already sent the majority of their heroes up towards the top. And the indication has been drawn to sweep up to that top bounty ring to contest it.
Yeah, they definitely want to try to contest this bounty rune if possible. They have the heroes for it. And it looks like General's in the safe lane here. And they're going with the aggro.
Yeah, they're doing some sort of aggressive as such. We'll see what happens here. I mean, Sineko with the cog pushback, he's going to head up. Who's going to grab that rune? It will be VP at the end of the day, securing 3 of them. Can Navi get kills out of this, though? Lil has to burrow stroke away. They've got the slowdown onto Solo, but it doesn't look like it's enough. Able to walk it off. So despite Navi's best efforts, Virtus Pro claim 3 of the bounty runes.
Yeah, and now Clockwork has Cogs. It's not the worst level 1 spell, but usually we see the Battery Assault for that kill potential. But of course it is a Sand King and a Rubik, so the kill potential might not be there anyways, but I don't know what he can really do with it level 1 besides kind of just zone. Got kind of like a passive lane that doesn't really have a whole lot of kill potential early on, but they're strong at laning.
I mean, what's the plan with Navi running this aggressive? Is he just trying to make sure this troll doesn't get a good start at all?
Yeah, we saw it in the last series with Sven, right? Yeah. They want to try to do whatever they can to stop him from having such a free early game. And that's definitely one way to do it with the aggro.
Yeah, Ramsey's, of course, having Solo at the moment with him on the Rubik, but as we've mentioned before, not necessarily the strongest of lane supports early on.
Yeah.
Bill is also around, but again, early levels on a Sand King, you can offer a stun. There's not a lot of stuff to help save Ramses. In fact, this dive there, as you can see, Ramses brought it down very low.
He's in trouble.
If you dive that deep, though, there is going to be the chance for a turnaround, and they will. He comes in far too close. And Ramses, Lil, and Solo able to bring him down. And Ramses gets first blood. And, well, there we have it. Navi can't afford to make misplays like that.
No, definitely not, especially with their lane setup. Omni-Knight has a great 1v1 matchup against the Night Stalker, and then they can't afford to be making any mistakes in their aggro lane at all.
Yeah, Pasha with the Quelling Blade already, ready to not only find the XP, but as you say, yeah, just have a great time in that lane, get the CS as well. Again, Seneko just trying to use the cogs here to interfere with Ramses' farming. And for the most part, it is working, but yeah, giving away that first blood, something that they can't afford to give further kills away on this top lane.
Yeah, Troll still at 3 CS, so, I mean, their lane is still doing what it's meant to be doing, so. Not the end of the world, and of course, Bounty Runes come out, Clockwork might move away from the lane a bit, and this is kind of the window where Troll, you know, doesn't feel too pressured at all.
No.
Won't have that Clockwork sitting in his face. But I'm really curious to see what will happen down in this bottom lane, because Omni-Knight, if he picks up items like Orb of Venom, he has an early boots right now, he can really start to pressure this Night Stalker quite a bit. And Night Stalker is not a hero that wants to sit down there the whole time. He's going to want to move when it turns night. And I feel like Navi will really try to move up their lanes once that kind of happens.
Yeah, just some good rotations and such, try and break up this tri-lane that VP have got going up here. Seneko looking to see if he gets some sort of a wraparound on this. Right down the fire. Again, not necessarily setting up for kill potential, but just trying to slow down Ramses' farm. Keeping away from that creep. We'll get it there on Pycat. And Pycat, of course, in this aggressive tri-lane, he himself, even though they're kind of trying their best to keep control of it, it's not like he's racing ahead of the Jarl. They're even at the moment, in fact, now with this stun into the slow, Biver falling very, very low here, will be able to keep himself alive just about with the stick charges. On the back, Navi are closing in with the Blade Fury. They'll be the one to get the kill as they take down Troll. Lil will be able to chase down Biver and get the kill in return. So it's a 1-for-1, and of course, Navi killing off Ramses. That's the kill that they want for, and they do get it.
This is kind of where they're at an awkward spot, right? Juggernaut just used all his mana. There's no shrine available for quite some time. And now it's kind of like Ramses doesn't have to be so careful anymore. You know, even if he gets cogged, he's probably not going to die. So I really don't know how much more they can do in this lane. They slowed him down for the first couple minutes. Maybe that's good enough to where they'll decide, hey, we can move up our lanes, or perhaps they'll just try to keep the lanes as long as possible and just keep farming the Night Stalker. But, I mean, as we can see, Pasha's top of the CS here, 23 on its Omni-Knight.
Yeah, this Omni-Knight is going to be an issue. And as you know, you were saying, the Omni-Knight is going to be so great in enabling, well, both, not just the Troll, but definitely the Storm to have such a great game. And, of course, the mid lane matchup, one that we're not really talking about too much, it's actually just being an even trade between the two of them. Both heroes on 21 CS. Is this expected in this matchup? Is it not normal for one of the heroes to break away?
It's a pretty even matchup,
yeah,
I would have to say. And then once Storm Spirit hits level 6, that's when it gets really dangerous for Sniper.
Oh, top lane again. Lil going in with a very aggressive play there, trying to set up for the team, but they can't quite bring Navi over the edge. And Navi will take down the Sand King. So the YOLO play is not quite playing off there for the Sand King at the moment up top. Bottom lane, General, feeling a little bit more confident to play around here. Does have the nighttime now. I mean, the question is there any way at this stage, General, about to level 5, can go for any sort of play across the map during this first night time? Do you feel he needs to?
I don't feel like he'll be the one leaving. I think, if anything, Clockwork will come to his lane and perhaps try to go for a kill on the Omni-Knight, but if Omni-Knight has a point in Repel, he can just Repel and TP out, and then nothing really happens there. So I think he's just going to farm for now. Yeah. No real reason to rotate off the lane yet.
Pasha very close to hitting that level 6, halfway through 5 at the moment. And yeah, just tradement of harass between the two of them.
So this is where it's going to start to get a little tricky for Navi. They have a pretty good lane setup. Seneco's doing a lot of work on his Clockwork. He has died once, but he is pressuring Ramses on his Troll quite a bit. But the mid lane is something that's going to be hard for him to deal with, right? Storm Spirit level 6, tons of kill potential on the Sniper, especially if anyone rotates in. And Navi don't exactly have the best heroes to kind of prevent that.
Yeah, not much stuff, yeah, in terms of defensive capabilities for sure. Able to quickly TP and turn around stuff. But again, Seneko just looking to secure that bounty route. And rotation is coming in from no one. He's going to look towards Seneko. And will get the chance to grab the bounty, but between the Storm and the Sand King, they've got a good chance of this. They need to just slow him down long enough to get that stunning range, which they do so. And Seneko tries for the contest escape. In fact, he may just make it. He is out, and the turnaround's there. Dendi's coming with a rotation. The setup for the assassinates there.
Oh, it's the hasted sniper.
Oh, they're going to get solo as well with this slow coming through from Biver. And as you say, just a perfect rune at a perfect time for Dendi to find, and just crushes any sort of play that VP were trying to go for in their own jungle.
And that's the Storm Spirit going down off the rotation there, too. That's awful for Storm.
Top lane, they may get the dragon. Biver slowed down. Have they got the damage? One more touch will do it. They do find it, but Pycat in return gets 1 kill. They've got the telekinesis, the control, zip him from no one, and they do punish Pycat for the play.
Wow, no one committing so much, even TPing back up to the top lane to secure that one. Pretty heavy commitment there to their safe lane.
Yeah, they really realize that they need to do something about this top lane, as we're seeing.
Yep, and this is General's move up to the top lane. He's got 1 minute of nighttime left. Trying to make something happen here.
The No Storm's pretty low on the mana. We're sticking around to clean those camps up. Ramses as well is in a bit of a vulnerable position, and indeed just slowed straight down by the Void and the Blade Fury chased down. No one close by to help out. Not really that many of the supports could have done anything with the Blade Fury in action. And Seneko.
Oh, he's going to get clipped.
Oh, he is.
Oh, no.
He has got a TP in 5 seconds. So
Okay.
could be worse. But at the least, yeah, Rubik holding back the clock, making sure that Seneko doesn't get a solo kill out of that play. On bottom lane is Pasha continuing to have absolute free farm. Wyver's come down to soak up some of the XP on the Jakiro.
Yeah, Omni Knight's typically not seen as a hero that pressures a whole lot, but when people rotate into his lane like this, the heal bomb on top
Where's
of
the
any
bash?
sort of hero, oh, no bash, no bash. You know, when he pairs up with heroes like Sand King with the heal bomb, it's tons of damage.
Yeah.
He's really hard to take down, especially at this part of the game.
Do you like this from Dendi as well? The sniper build this game, brown boots, and straight into the Shadow Blade as he's got queued up.
Yeah, he's got the
With
double
the
Wraith Band,
double Wraith Band and Aquila, yeah.
Yeah, he got those early stats, and he was actually pulling out ahead of the Storm even before the rotations on the CS by quite a bit because of that build.
Okay, yeah.
So,
that
looks nice.
Early game build certainly working out for him. Yeah, he's getting some pressure on Katara as well. Seneko and Biver there to back him up. I guess you have all those stats. If you get the Shadow Blade and start to move around, it's, yeah, for this stage of the game, the efficiency in terms of investment is certainly there.
Yeah, and Denji's farm is fantastic, too. It's going to be such an early Shadow Blade. They just can't do anything. He's just shooting the tower. What do they do?
All right, if that storm comes anywhere near, there's going to be an instant reaction for Seneko and Biver. They'll put the nighttime as well, just to put even more chills down the spine of Virtus Pro.
Yeah,
General's there with a wraparound. Pasha has come in to try and hold this.
This is hard to defend, though.
Yeah. VP have got to be so careful how close they get to this one. Lil has to come in with a very nice wraparound, though. This could set something up. Comes in from below. Seneko pops the cogs. There'll be the stun onto one of them as they look towards Dendi. And yeah, perfect prioritization there. Just take the sniper out of the fight first. See if they can get anything more out of this one. Navi's still tying with the idea of getting back in. Pycat's come in with a... Oh, in fact, this could be a huge rotation moving in with the Blade Fury. But no, it looks like VP with the 5-man. It's just too many for them to go in.
Yeah, nice rotation from Lil there coming in with the flank.
Yeah, and they know if they can take Dendi out of the fight, suddenly it's much harder for Dendi to fight back.
Yeah, and that's a big kill on the sniper, too. Top of the net worth. Even though it took all 5 heroes from Virtus Pro, still very worth it.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to lose this tower anyways, though, because, you know, now it's just them running back to a tower that's at 200 HP. It's not really worth defending at this point, but still a good move from them.
Yeah, I should get this 2-1. There was a scan as well there from Navi to check up top. Lil, maybe toying around with the idea to see if he could get the deny up, but doesn't want to risk his life there. I'll get it. Stack starting to be made around this ancient portion. Pasha, a few hundred gold away from having the Midas on the Omni Knight. Still overall, Dendi and Pycat, the top 2 on the net worth, but it is very, very close indeed at the moment.
So we got a Midas build coming out from the Omni Knight, which is pretty standard, right? I mean, that's just how the hero needs to... That's what he needs to transition to even bigger items later on in the game. But Troll, not exactly the greatest early game fighter. He's pretty... You know, he wants to farm. Same thing with kind of the Storm Spirit, but Storm Spirit can get more aggressive with the Omni Knight support. So it's going to be interesting to see who makes the moves on VP. Like, it might have to be kind of a collective team effort to actually get things done here.
In lane, Seneko actually finding an opening to jump in onto Lil here with a hook shot, and Lily's out of mana and potentially out of luck. One more Record Flare would do it. And Seneko's got the kill. Lil taken out. And, that's a rage quit.
Oh, no.
He was probably having internet issues, I can imagine. At least that's what he said to his teammates. He's like, oh, they're like, why did you die, sir?
All right, so it's the lag.
The lag. He's like, Carlo.
You know, Saneko's almost level 7 already in a support
Yeah,
clockwork.
he's having a great game.
Yeah.
For, as you say, for a support.
Highest support in the game.
Yeah, all the other supports at level 4 at the moment. That's a massive jump.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? He's basically a core at this point in the game.
Yeah, he's certainly scaling up to be there. So Saneko feeling pretty good about the way that game's going, and yeah, that kill there definitely helping out, getting it solo onto Lil. But overall, 8 for 5. Navi with the lead. Dendi getting the majority of love here. I mean, I can understand the love. He's playing sniper, and he is having an absolute treat in terms of farming. So it's fair play why the percentage is coming there. But
he's so close to Shadowblade already, and it's only 11 minutes in
11
the game.
minutes. As we said, with that kind of double Wraith ban and Aquila.
Yeah. He's very, very
nice.
farmed.
So understandable why he's getting some love from the chat there. But yeah, as you say, you definitely got to give some love to Saneko as well. Been doing a lot on this clockwork.
Yeah.
And we could be getting to a point where Pasha might get some love done as well, because he's got all the levels on the Omni Knight. He's going to be hitting that Midas. He is going to be absolutely crucial for the team. You know, just stopping
definitely
Navi running down
It's kind of awkward though, right? He's strong to fight, but he needs someone else to play off of. And right now, Lil's like level 4. Storm Spirit wants to farm, so they're kind of missing that other tool to help him really start getting in these fights and being strong.
Yeah. Yeah, he just needs his team to continue to step up. And of course, Ramsey looking for the Vlads, Pycat, phase, and straight into Diffusal. Looks to be the build from him this game.
Okay,
so instantly looking for an answer to the fact that this Omni's having a great start.
Yeah, it's a very, very high damage item.
Yeah. Yeah, great against an Omni lineup, and as you get that GA off, and great against the Storm as well. Just if they get any sort of lockdown, making sure that they cut through it a bit quicker. No one. In and out on the healing ward.
Sniping at the ward. It's like 100, it's like 75 gold now, I think.
Every bit counts. Extra bit of 75.
And now it's time for, this is what Navi, this is what they're waiting for, right? Now it's their super long nighttime.
Yeah.
They have tons of time to just apply the pressure, invade the jungle, limit whatever VP can farm. And I mean, they have all the levels they need to do it. Saneko 7.5 already.
Here we go. Ooh, talking about the man though. Just try for the hook shot down to the high ground. And he calls himself out there.
Yep, might
a little
be
bit of a tricky shot. Wasn't the max range, but
yeah,
it would have been nice.
Missed opportunity there, but
yeah.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Honestly, they can just walk in, and VP have to just walk away.
Yeah, and then he's still getting his space down here to have one more creep and the completed Shadow Blade. VP are going to actually rotate in on him. Biver's there already in sort of a position to block off any sort of movement like this.
Yeah, if he can tank the gank, that would be very, very helpful right now.
And that may just be the case. Dendi, let's see if we can try and help him out, but he just hides in the tree line with the Shadow Amulet. No one zips him. We'll take the easier kill. Can they find Dendi?
Yeah,
he's hiding. Do they know he's got the amulet?
Oh, he's gone. He's out of there.
Yeah, that doesn't look like they have any detection on them as well. Did Solo? No, there's nothing actually by the looks of it.
And that's a 5-man smoking for Jakiro. I mean, they're pretty happy about that one. They did get a nice ward down, though, so at least they got something.
We'll see. The question is if Dandy can get some sort of a surprise play with the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, this is the point of the game where he's going to be really strong, right? It's hard for Storm to want to carry detection. He wants these small items, bottles, soul ring, mana boots, even that, you know, he doesn't really want to fight at this stage of the game either. He wants to get to that Bloodstone and get to his next item, so Navi are looking really strong right now, especially during the night.
There we go, onto the tier 1. See what VP want to do in response. Blade Fury is going to be taken by the Rubik. A wrap around for Navi coming around the side. General and Saneko finding Ramsey straight in with the hookshot and the Void. They're blocking him up in the cogs. He's going to fall down low, but the Repel and the GA comes out just in time. Pasha backing up the Troll, allowing Ramses to get out of there. You're going to see Pycat actually look to commit onto Lil, but the Burrow strikes out. They've got the assassinate. It's not needed, though. Pycat takes him down with a quick crit. So they don't get the Troll, but at the end of the day, that sort of wraparound coming from the two of them ends up just sort of pulling VP apart and away from the tier 1. So at the end of the day, they still got what they came for, this tier 1 tower on the bottom lane.
Yeah, exactly. Can't be too upset about that. They claimed the objective. That's pretty much why they were there. Any kills after that's just a bonus?
Look, talking about bonus kills here. Straight in on the middle, playing around the night vision. General able to get in with the silence, and Dendi in position with the Shadow Blade.
Talked about Storm being pretty good against Sniper, but Night Stalker with that long silence during the night, very, very good against Storm Spirit.
I mean, to the point that, I mean, I guess what you can try and rely on Pasha being near with the repel, or, I mean, do you feel he has to kind of go Bloodstone straight into some sort of Yule, some sort of way to deal with that silence on the Storm? Or could you just try and play around and make sure that you have the vision and you don't allow him to close that gap?
When it gets to like that later part of the game, the silence isn't going to matter too much when he's actually grouped up. But for now, he wants to be farming. And he doesn't really want to rush that Yule Scepter because it still won't help him enough. He wants that Bloodstone so he can get his farm on for the next, 15 minutes of the game. Just sit in the jungle, sit nice and safe. And then afterwards, he can deal with the silence. But for now, it's kind of his window where he's pretty dangerous. He's exposed to these ganks from Night Stalker. And perhaps he should go for the Yules because his jungle is getting invaded right now. Night Stalker can just do as he pleases, run anywhere he wants.
And again, it's combo. The General and Dondi wombo. If they can close that gap onto Ramses, and well, with that initial slow there from the headshot, that will allow them to get. He's going to try for the TP out. They'll look for the assassinate. Oh no, it doesn't connect.
Close.
He can't get it out in time. Cast animation too long.
That's a tricky one. You have to kind of start it before the TP even comes out, but you don't really want to do that because you want to lay into him with the damage. So, Ramses makes it out. But still, they're grouped up in the top lane. Oh.
And then getting gone on here by Pike. But General's reactions. Very nice. That quick TP. And no one got a little annoyed by that. The spam ping's coming out on General.
That was like 2 seconds before daytime, too, when the silence came out. It almost was not long enough. Yeah, rough game for Storm right now.
And a great game for General. He's pretty much got the money for that Midas now, thanks to the involvement that he's had in these kills. In top lane, well, with this tower, he'll certainly have the gold for it. Snako, Biver, and Dendi pushing in. Navi getting a lot of objectives outside the map. At the same time, down bottom, Pasha was continuing to try and go for some sort of split push pressure. As he, on top of the Midas now, working into that mech.
How close is Lil to his Blink Dagger? Because I feel like DP really needs some sort of big item, to start these team fights. He's pretty close, so once they get that, perhaps they can start making some more aggressive plays here.
Yeah, they definitely need more ways to try and get that jump on the sniper.
Yeah, Storm definitely is not the one to be doing any jumping at this stage of the game. He just wants to farm. Yeah,
if he goes in on that sniper at this stage, he's going to take a silence or an ice path to the face or a hook shot, and the turnaround will be there. He may get the sniper, but he's going to lose his life for it.
Sniper can probably just man up and hit him and kill him faster.
That's true, actually. Yeah, with the amount of damage Dendi's got. What's he doing after the Shadow Blade, actually? Is it just going to be the Dragon Lance? Actually, okay, full out damage. I love it. Shadow Blade Maelstrom.
They're going to have so much damage with Sniper's level of farm right now and Juggernaut's Diffusal Blade.
Is Maelstrom still definitely the way when there is an Omni on the other side?
It's still good because it accelerates your farm. Sniper doesn't farm that fast without using Shrapnel all the time, so it's still a good damage efficient or cost efficient item for the damage. So. Looks good. Snako almost had his Force Staff already on his support clock, looking pretty good. I mean, he looks like a core at this stage of the game, right? 2 levels above every other support in the game. Well, he's like in the middle. He's like the 3.5 kind of.
He is. He's, as you say, he's keeping himself ahead of all the other supports in the game.
I'll take that as tribute.
And bottom lane, Pycap very close to having the Manta. Did actually change it up. We saw him earlier going for the Diffusal, but he's playing it a bit safer.
Stupendous.
Oh, Manta's still very good on Juggernaut.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. I mean, at this point as well, it feels like maybe he sees that Dendi's having such a good time with the damage, and he's like, well, I've just got to keep myself alive in these fights. And as long as Dendi's, been able to be kept on the back lines, the damage is going to be there from the sniper.
Yeah, Bloodstone picked up on Storm. He has 3 deaths to his name, but he still gets the Bloodstone at 18.5 minutes. Not bad at all.
Yeah, no one, as we've seen, is very good at this. Despite sometimes having a bad kind of, phase after the initial laning stage, he can still pick up the farm at a rate that keeps him as because he's very close to that of the others. He's about 1k behind Dendi, but of course Dendi and Navi getting the objectives, getting the towers, continuing to get the kills. Ooh, trying for a hook shot again. Snako just a little bit off the mark there, very close to getting Ramses, but he did have the back of a Pasha anyway, so even if it connected, may have ended up turning badly for Navi.
Yeah, I think Lil has his Blink Dagger now.
Yes, he
does, and they're smoked up looking for something right now.
This could be huge for VP.
This is what they've been waiting for.
It depends how Navi reacts to this in the mid lane. Are they going to be baited in by Ramses? Will they come in for the defense? Snako's already there. Of course, no hook shot for 40 seconds.
You know, Troll doesn't casually just walk up to your tower and they've been losing the entire game.
Navi thinking maybe. They're going to go in on this one, and you've got the wraparound. Here comes the epicenter. Jump forward from Lil, comes in with the burst strike, but the healing ward is already out. The Blade Fury reaction is there from Pycat. On the sideline, Solo steals the Blade Fury, trying to get himself away, but Dendi, he's just peeping him away. He'll take down one, no one, zips up to the high ground, keeping the vision here with the shrapnel. Pycat as well, heading straight across, jumps forward, and with the, it just slashes him to pieces. And with an assassinate onto no one's in trouble as well. He'll get to the shrine. He's very low on the mana, but the silence is there. Pycat continuing with the rundown. They have the Void, the Blade Fury. He is going to be able to zip a little bit out, and then Pasha coming in just in time will be enough to save no one for now. Oh, I say that. No, Seneko, he's got the hook shot back up. And no one will still survive. Repel and the Ball Lightning enough to get him up to the high ground. But as we can see, well, Seneko may be in trouble here, dragged over to the wrong side of the cogs. But yeah, he's too tanky. He has the 4-star still available as well.
Yeah, now it's 4 minutes of nighttime with no epicenter. I don't know how they can defend anything right now.
Yeah, then, I mean, we saw there that fight just... They had the right idea coming with the wraparound, but even with the Blink Dagger, it's not like they could do but huge amounts of damage.
Yeah, Navi were definitely ready for it.
Yeah.
You know, they spread out pretty well. Healing Ward was already down. Pycat had his spin going before Lil even came in. So
Healing Ward already out.
Yeah, they knew it was coming, and they prepared well for it. Well, VP do have Roshan as something that can potentially bring them back into the game. Troll, Warlord, very strong, but as I say that, Navi are already looking at it.
Yeah, and in position to protect it as well. General and Seneko not afraid at all to just man control out to the pit. They did have the stolen rocket flare to scout it out there. So VP know what's up. They are going to make a beeline straight forward. They will catch the clock on the front lines here with the telekinesis and the purification pond. That's going to be Seneko down.
That's take down one. Around the pit. I mean, this is a hero that's very, very good at stealing Aegis. So
yeah, Roshan is very low at the moment as well. So both teams very much on edge. How long? How to the epicenter? Moment. It's got to still be quite a while, isn't it, for Lil? Oh no, it's there.
Just up right now.
It's back. Perfect.
And just that kill gives VP the confidence to walk in the pit like that.
And can Navi stop this? I mean, they'll lay down the ult for the Jakiro. Pycat tries to come forward, but he gets burrow striked immediately into the telekinesis. He'll still get the chance with Blade Through, goes in towards the pit, Roshan down, and Pycat snatches the Aegis. He's going to have Omni Slash available again. He jumps out of the Blade Fury with the Omni Slash, but the Gia comes through. Seneko shoots across with the hook shot, forces himself forward, traps Pasha in the cogs, the Ice Path to follow up. General lays down the silence onto the Omni Knight, and Pasha, all he can do is run. He'll get bursted down there by the Rocket Flare and the Void from General. They'll take the Omni Knight. The rest of VP are able to escape. And they may have got Roshan, but not getting the Aegis and not winning the fight.
That's crazy that only Ramses died in that fight.
It could have been
all the exchanges, I really thought there would be much more blood there, but Pycat with the nice steal there just casually spins in and walks in, and Ramses in some trouble here. Does have the Manta, though, to keep himself safe.
Just gets tickled down here by General. No one again with a well played. Pasha trying to add a bit of humor to the situation for VP.
Look at that. No one's keeping spirits up. Well played, teammate. Doing all right. That's what it's all about.
I wonder if that line has ever been used unironically.
It was right there.
Oh, there we go. Positive mental attitude from VP.
Yep.
I like it.
No toxicity.
But here we have Dendi going for the 4-star, and so imminent Hurricane Pike next on his build.
So Pycat did lose the Aegis in that fight, so I mean,
he did lose the Aegis.
All in all, it looked like VP would have had a really, really hard time contesting that Aegis in like a normal circumstance, right? So it's
so
not
the fact that they got the kill.
Yeah. At least Aegis is out of the game for now, so I mean, Troll is still farming ridiculously well, and no one is catching up now too. I mean, he looks like he's doing fine.
Yeah, the storm is getting bigger and bigger. As the Bloodstone charges, Orchid very shortly round the corner.
We also haven't seen like a real team fight where Storm is repelled, jumps the sniper. He's almost at the Orchid now too, so he's gonna have tons of damage. I mean, VP looked like they pretty much pulled it back in those last 2 minutes where it looked like it was a pretty bad situation. No Epi, just her nighttime. Navi doing Roshan.
Yeah, they definitely got the tools to take a good fight. There's no doubt about that. Getting some pressure on this tier 2 down bottom. Do scan out the presence of Navi behind it and we'll back away. Pasha's got the Greaves complete. So definitely something that's going to be huge. We saw in that last fight him being very much limited by the fact that the General just made a beeline straight for him with the Crippling Fear.
Yeah, he's got a lot of things to watch out for these fights, right? He's not mobile at all, so if he gets hooked into a silence, he's not just going to get anything off at all. But now he has something to deal with that at least. Only 500 from Orchid right now. This is looking pretty scary.
It really is. I mean, as you say, if he's repelled up, straight in, Orchid get that extra damage on the sniper. He's got a good shot at bringing down Dendi. We'll need to have the detection though, of course. Oh, Seneko, he's got it in for the neutral creeps. Will still manage to get the slide across, and with the ice path into the cogs, they have trapped him down.
Oh, the Greaves are on cooldown.
Oh, yeah, he must have just popped them a bit earlier.
Yep.
Only just a bit earlier. There was still like 33 seconds cooldown, so it must have been pretty recently he just popped them for the casual heal. There. It must have just come out before.
Yep. Meanwhile, Rams is farming, and now it's daytime. So, Night Stalker's a weird hero. You know, during the nighttime, he feels super strong, but that's only, you know, it's only part of the game.
On top of that, a little bit of a lacking of catch with the hook shot still unavailable. But at the least just trying to bully no one back. And away.
That's the scare factor, right?
Yeah. You just turn up and, you know, he asked a question. He's like, do they have ways of catching me? Or do I need to get the hell out of here?
You never know. A random ice path could come over the trees, and then all of a sudden, bad things happen.
It's not about bad things for the Storm. It's the, what's the status on the jug now? Pike out, top of the net worth. Manta defusal complete. Him and Dendi very much ready to go. Dendi getting the 4 staff shipped out to him. Ready and complete. So a little trickier to catch out. And even if the Storm does zip up on him, he's still got ways to try and play himself around it and get the distance between the two of them.
You know, Dendi was pretty much at the top of the net worth at some point in this, well, probably for the majority of this game, right? But once Storm started getting some more items, some more farm up, Sand King had that Blink Dagger and he showed in his fights, his farm space has been kind of limited. You know, he's slowed down a little bit, but I mean, he still looks pretty good right now. But it wasn't anywhere near as much as he was farming before. And that's just the nature of, you know, Sand King gets Blink Dagger, he's always off the map. Storm Spirit, same thing. So perhaps they need something in this game to kind of give more space. You know, maybe a gem on the Night Stalker, perhaps, to help control the vision.
No, he's got it.
Oh, he's
bang
got
on,
it.
yeah, there we go. So he's got his answer, General, and he will be zipped upon straight away. No one, not to stick around though. A little bit worried of a reaction coming in from Navi.
Yep, trying to create some space, hopefully force some TPs out, but there's no TPs. They're not afraid.
Mid lane, Seneko, this time we'll find the connection with the hook shot. Not going to see the jump forward with the Omni Slash, but Ramses able to get himself away as repels there from Pasha. Jump forward now for Lil, looking to react as they get the stun in with the force back there from Seneko, trying to get the jump back to safety. The ice path comes through as well, but it's not enough. Pikeout's down. Huge ult though from Biver here, breaking VP apart. They have to be careful how they continue to chase this down. They'll look towards Seneko with the purification damage, zip forward, but he gets held back. No one in the ice path. Seneko, they're trying to save him. They're going to be unsuccessful though, as no one finds a double kill. Great fight for VP. A couple more charges into the Bloodstone. Up to 15 now.
And water recovery from no one.
Yeah.
Storm Spirit, I know he's not top net worth or anything like that, but he feels like one of those heroes, you know, when he picks up these items, he just starts to get out of control real quick, especially with the Omni Knight on his team.
Radiant structures are fortified.
There we have it. No one looking for the tower in the mid lane.
Under attack.
General and Dendi do anything about this. Over they go, over the trees. There's the silence, but Pasha's there with the repel, and now no one just turns straight towards General, and in fact may just get the killer. He's going to tick down low, and he's going to take it.
Is that the gem too?
They're trying to get it picked up. They are trying to get it. Did they get it? Yes, it's on Pasha.
No.
Pasha's managed to reclaim it. Solo, Blade Fury away from a Blade Fury and Pikecat. And now opening up with the Diffusal Blades. Solo will almost certainly fall as Piket's able to chase him down. No one ready to go back in though. The Manta's already being used by Pikecat here, so the silence is successful, bringing him down low, but the mech comes through from Navi. They'll keep Pikecat alive. Now turning towards Pasha with the Blade Fury. They chase him down, pick up the double kill, but Lil comes in on the backlines with the epicenter. Navi forced back up to the high ground. No one is out of mana though, so can't chase down Dendi. Dendi and Pikecat realize this. They're going to go straight back in onto the Storm without any mana, and no one's. He's going to kill himself. But yeah, what's going on bottom? What is happening on the bottom lane?
That's a melee Rax already.
Oh my goodness.
What just happened?
Navi just got trolled.
Troll killed Clockwork at the tier 3 and took the base within like 15 seconds. Oh
that mid fight was not worth the Navi. They may have killed, well, they didn't even kill the Storm. He got the deny out. Losing a Rax like that. Oh dear.
Well, at least the gem was recovered, so they can try to keep some sort of map control going here, but losing that Rax at this stage of the game is not good.
I mean, yeah, it is. Oh, hello.
A long jump.
Hello.
Okay. Very close to actually catching Pikecat there.
He may die for that. He is definitely dead for that.
He is very dead. That is what we call the tilter.
Well, at least he's got Ramses on his team to pull him through these troubling times.
That is true. Mr. 666 himself.
Yeah. He's getting the racks, and no one is zipping halfway across the map to his death. I mean, I like the ambition there, you know. If he hit someone, he would have killed him.
Those
But,
are big plays, though, right? If
He didn't
hits that
really
jump-
plan the escape route, did he?
No. There was no escape. He was in.
Yes.
But, you know, it would have been pretty cool if he did hit Pycat with the ball lightning damage. It would pretty much one-shot him at that stage. Half of Denny's in some big trouble
he's
here.
in absolutely massive trouble. Oh, they got the stolen assassinate there. Beautifully done. And oh, okay, he's going to be safe. So Dendy will survive. They didn't quite have enough but burst. He nearly finds the courier. He won't get it. The assassinate will be there onto Lil. It's going to have Blink again in a second. Shrapnel. Ooh, hey.
Or did he cancel his
Cancelled his TP. I guess
It's
he was worried
okay,
about Piver landing the ice path, and indeed, it did happen. Piver froze it down. I guess the Shrapnel had vision of him TPing, so knew that
And
Piver would
meanwhile,
find it.
Ramses is taking more towers, apparently.
Good old Ramses.
You don't see him, but he's winning the game.
Yeah, the boy done good. BKB's now done for him as well. It's getting pretty scary. Navi, though, into the pit. Pycat with the DD. And get this Roshan. And,
Okay, so they secure
then he
Roshan
gets the Aegis, yeah.
safely this time, and that's Cheese as well, second Roshan.
Yep. Alrighty, so Navi, I mean, they want to go for these pushes, but they've just got to be I mean, Ramses,
This guy's a problem right now, especially with that newly picked up BKB.
he's just not seen a hero in years. He's just going around the map doing what he wants.
He's been playing his own game for sure, and it's working out.
And he says, all right, I'll go back in. Fortification's gone. So, I mean, with the 2-1's already got, so that's the fortification essentially, you know, gone, wasted for a failed attempt at defending nothing.
Very, very dangerous now.
Yeah. VP no. They're like, all right, we'll get ready to go down mid. Ramses, you seem to be knowing how to win the game of Dota. We're going to join you.
That's right. No more long jumps across the map. It's time to play the game.
Let's see what Navi can do to try and put a stop to this.
They do have a lot of farm on their cores on Navi. The Sniper and the Juggernaut.
Dendi, yeah.
Yeah, very farm. Even General.
I mean, Dendy's falling behind a little bit. As you said, you know, it's kind of just the farm pace. He's not really been able to entirely keep up. But
Right,
yeah,
but
Pycat for sure.
He does have the Aegis now, so it's a bit scarier for them to just dive past everything to try to tunnel vision on this guy. But as I said, like, he might be. All right, he was okay.
Yeah, is that the? Has he got the completed Hurricane Park in the courier?
Yeah.
He does. Okay, there we go.
So that'll definitely help him keep out of
Yeah.
danger here. Push the troll back, push the storm spirit away. And I feel like Solar Crest is probably the biggest item that'll kind of help Dendy survive. Nothing he really builds at this point is going to help him too much, but if Seneko can get that Solar Crest up, but he's not really farming. You know, he's a clockwork. He runs around looking for kills like this.
Look who it is. Oh, actually, well, okay, no, it looks like they've got enough stun. No, the BKB. He comes out. No one's picked it up.
got
Now he's
full
turning
BKB.
around. There he goes, straight in. I don't think they expected that one, Navi. And no one, he's found one. He's going to look to zip forward onto Snako. The BKB now wearing off. He's looking to chase down more. Gets the slow onto the clockwork. And that's going to be another one there for VP No One. He baited the baiters there. They were ready waiting for him to TP in.
But
And he says, I got a BKB.
He's the master.
I don't think they expected that BKB at all.
No, not at all.
No.
They thought they had one clean, but unfortunate. Sometimes that happens.
And they may get another here. Yeah, Piver's getting surrounded. Ramsey's in to join in the action. And a third pickup for VP. That's surprise BKB. There we have it. No one playing the long con there with that initial sit down bottom. He's like, hey, look at me. And then he comes back later like, ha ha, I am the smart boy.
That's the false hope,
It is.
you know?
It's like, I'm playing like a madman. And then bam,
Middle tower has
he
fallen.
comes out with the next level item builds.
It's all strategic. But at least Navi, Pycat didn't manage to get off the cheese in that fight, so they still have cheese and Aegis for some time. But their buildings are dying.
I mean, what's the plan for Navi? They've got to do something about this. I mean, Ramses has just been allowed to get so far ahead.
Well, they had a plan there, right? They were looking for someone to gank in the nighttime, and they found Storm Spirit, but just didn't work out. He had the BKB, turned around and just killed him. Perhaps they need someone else, or I mean, that's all their disables, right? That was the cogs into the hook, into the ice path.
Oh, this could get even messier as well. They're coming around, and they've got the DD on Ramses.
Oh, no,
I
Pycat.
can't. Oh, he is is a goner. Straight in they go. The damage is more than there, and that's Pycat down for 70 seconds. Mass BKB's out, and they zip forward. Look at the clock. Yeah, he's not going to hold back no one. He goes up to the high ground, make sure that they get Seneko as well. Double kill for no one. And in the middle, can they save the Sand King? Dendy's trying to beat upon him, but Ramsey just goes straight to the backlines, finds the sniper, takes the Aegis out of Dendy's hands. And VP coming in thick and fast here, and Navi just can't stop them. They've got the control solo with the stolen Ice Path laid down as well. Some Ice Path onto Ice Path action. As I think this game may just be over. VP have just come in, they've gone crazy, the BKBs are out. Ramsey's had an entirely free game. And it's too much. And we're at that point, as you kind of anticipated earlier, saying that Sniper, it's nice if you have a great start, but it's not nice 30 minutes in when you've got all these heroes that jump straight onto you and pull you to pieces.
Sniper, very good against the Troll, but then out comes Storm and Omni Knight, and you're just left to deal with this guy on your own. It just doesn't work out for Sniper at all. Even with Dendy's fantastic start in this game, you know, VP made quite a swift comeback. We blinked, and then bottom racks was just gone.
It was. That mid lane fight was long and a little painful for VP in terms of people dying, but yeah, they just had the long game planned out. Ramses knew what to do. He did not want to waste any of his time fighting with the rest of them.
Yep, it looks like Navi aren't quite out yet, though.
No, they're staying. Seneko says, you want another kill, no one? I'll give it to you.
Nice
and, ooh, the Shrine, actually enough to keep him alive. All right, Shrine, Healing Water, Mech, all adds up. Seneko will survive. Yeah, 15k gold lead, 2 sets of racks down. Navi are certainly going to struggle. We saw, you know, it started to slowly go Navi's way, but then, whoom.
Yeah.
Suddenly they were given that painful reminder that Ramses was in the game.
That's right. They were looking pretty good when the game was 4v5, and then a new player joined.
Ramses is in, he's, I believe, well, yeah, just Orb of Venom away from the completed Skadi.
Yep. Yeah, that's just the nature of Sniper sometimes, right? Some games he looks great. He has this game where he's actually safe to just sit in the back and hit everyone, but this game, man, fantastic early game, and then Storm finally just farms some items, and then he gets jumped on by Storm in the Sand King and can't even attack in any of these fights.
Nice pickup though for General. The Halberds, Heaven's Halberd, certainly an item that could do something this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Stopping that Troll and Storm, you know, beating down upon you.
Yep, Halberd no longer dispellable by anything, so perhaps he can get it off early.
Is it even dispellable by death? If you die and then buy back, is it still on you? I know in the past they used to have stuff like that was down. I imagine it's not. I mean, you never
it's
know.
Probably not.
You never know with Dota 2.
Maybe we'll find out one day.
Oh, let's see. Anyone instant buybacks, TP's in. How long does it last nowadays as well, the disarm?
I think it's different for melee and agility heroes. I'm not entirely sure on the numbers, but it's like 3 or 4 seconds, somewhere around there.
What we got? Oh, that's a lot of reading.
That is, I don't know where to look.
Disarm, yeah, you're right. Disarm range duration 5.5 and disarm melee 3 seconds.
Okay.
So yeah, you well, it's just two melee really. So it's the 3 seconds we're worrying about this game. Oh no, wait, no, Storm actually. Sorry, yeah, Storm range. 5.5 seconds disarm on Storm. All right, there you go. There you go. That certainly could be nice. But VP, we'll see if it does anything as VP are ready to come down another lane up top. Bringing the creep wave round onto the tier 2. But Nav,
Yep, it's the smoke
this could be the last ditch play. The bit of a smoke out, leave the base, look for the wraparound. I mean, we'll see if they can get anything out of this. They don't really have an insane team fight, really. That's the problem. It's just the Jakiro, really. The rest is sort of just pick off. I mean,
who are they going to go for it?
It's
Storm
hard.
looks so hard to kill.
Here we go. Okay, so they jump in onto Pasha. Hook shots there from Seneko. Will trap Ramses in the cogs, but the GH just comes out. No one just turns straight towards the Jakiro, and that's going to be Jakiro down. Lil comes in with a Burrow Strike onto Dandy, who's trying to get himself away with the Shadow Blade, but the Sentry's there on the high ground, and it was just a smoke into what, really? There was just, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good attempt, and it's the right idea, especially that part of the game, but they're just too far behind, and good game's called.
Absolutely. And there we have it. Oh, Pasha dropping the ult chat. It's a disaster. Damn, son. I love it. But there we have it. VP 23-19 taking the game. And unfortunately, the Dondo Sniper, as excited as I was to see it,